I'm tired again, and Etika uploaded a video about Chris Taylor. Now, here's a brief thing about Chris Taylor. He had a terminal disease, terminal illness, and his dying wish was to play Smash Ultimate before he died. And he got to play it, then he died. Etika said in the video that this is me going off his information, just as he stopped taking his medication, you know. I'm just thinking, what is the reason? There's a lot of reasons why people do things, even at the end of their lives. It's like, what? Did he could not afford it? Did he think that his life was done? That he had no more? He got his wish, basically. He was fulfilled, and he couldn't care anymore. Or that he knew that it would be more of a burden on his family to take care of him if he kept surviving, and then he felt responsible that he lived for this Smash Ultimate. He got his final selfish wish out of the way for those he loved. Obviously, it's a hard thing to know about how people live and how people die, because everyone has their own circumstances, everyone has their own understandings. But all in all, we're here on this planet together. We've been combating disease. We've been combating the things that kill us still. And there's so many stupid ways we can die. And a lot of these ways is something you can't prevent. Because there are things in this world that you can't know right at that moment. Your death could be a coincidence. Your death could be anything. Truly, the thing I fear most is death. Because that's it. You are no longer you. You are just a piece of flesh starting to decay as your body refuses to keep you going. And that's more of the sad parts, right? We don't know when we're going to die. And we don't know what's going to cause our death. Obviously, we have the statistics that tell us, how most of us die. But that's a statistic, right? And maybe it's more of fear of the unknown. You can't be too careful, but if you're too careful, you can't move forward. There's many things I want to do in life, and many things that everyone else wants to do. Everyone wants to accomplish something that maybe they won't get their chance to. And it's things like these that people might find it hard to keep on going, because they know that there's a chance that their path will be cut short by some extraneous circumstances. And it's sad to really think about Chris Taylor and his family that has to go through how life ends, an experience. To me, it's like I can't understand how it feels to have your days numbered, to have a terminal illness. I can't understand what it's like to have a physical condition that prevents me from doing something in my life. And I can't understand how it feels to lose a loved one, because I've never had someone close to me pass away, and I'm grateful for that. But there are things that I maybe don't want to understand as well, understand those feelings. But I know that it's inevitable that one day my relatives and my parents and my sister will perish, maybe before me. And that's what hurts me the most, is that sometimes you feel guilty and regret how, why am I the one who stays, right? And it's kind of like that. Like, I'll compare it right now to a recent movie, Avengers Infinity War, with Tony Stark and Rocket Raccoon. Like, I think that's his name. But Tony Stark, spoilers by the way, lost Peter Parker, who he thought it was his protege, like more of like his son. And compared to all the other things he's lost in Iron Man and in Captain America Civil War and Avengers 2, all the mistakes he's made, and he probably regrets everything after having done something and failed, and that cost him the lives of those he cared for. And like Rocket Raccoon, he's always acted like an asshole to his crewmates on the Guardians of the Galaxy, like, but they were like his family, and he's the only one left. And more like he's thinking, what did I do to deserve this? To be left alone without any closure, any proper closure, without saying goodbye. And that's probably like the saddest part as well. I keep upping my sad meter, but it's sad to not fully realize what you had before it's gone, before everything gets taken away inevitably. We all have a time limit. Human life is precious because we are understanding creatures, reasoning creatures. It is mostly a waste of life, waste of potential. And we can't stop it. We understand that. And some might feel like, once we're dead, what did we use our time for on this earth? What did we do? We just survived. Did we live at all? Did we actually live? why did I go through all these hardships, right? If I was going to die at the end. To me, the meaning of life is death. We all have an end point, but we should always try to make the best of it. And I truly am saddened by those people in situations where they know that their time is really short. That they can actually number their days. And they are told day by day that to keep fighting, but this is your deadline. It's hard to know that you can get any selfish wish you want, but you won't really get to remember that experience for the rest of your life. It's hard. Maybe that's it for this little video, this little talk. It's talking about death and the shortness of our life expectancy is quite difficult, because I truly try to put myself in someone's shoes, because even if I can't fully understand people, I want to know how much I can understand. And if that understanding can give me some type of information, some type of closure, then I'm willing to do this to myself, as they won't be able to do more for others. It's the least I can do. It's the least I can do to try to make their lives worth it in my mind. Good night.